You guys know you can do live transcripts now? It's crazy. Very good.
Is that what
How did Skype fuck up this bad?
Skype fucked up pretty bad. They got bought by Microsoft, and Microsoft fucked it. If you want the actual answer.
I think it's
because
from what I remember of Skype, and I didn't use it very often before, but Zoom is much better at having like one person in charge and a bunch of people like just watching that one person.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Skype could have done it, but
in like the late aughts, early 10s, I used Skype for everything. Everything.
Oh
we
yeah, me
Skype
too.
For this.
Yeah, we did.
We used to use Skype to record. Did we ever use Discord? No, Discord was too slow.
I think we might have tried it for the summer game once.
Yeah, we did use Discord for the summer game, and that did not work out at all.
The following is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast. Names, characters, businesses, places, and incidents are either products of the Dungeon Master's imagination or used in a fictitious manner. Any resemblances to actual persons living or dead, or any actual events are purely coincidental. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode. Welcome to Season 2, folks. You might be wondering how we got
The
here.
Wild Hunt.
Hunter's job.
They're doing an excavation site, and tools, whole cranes, and whole excavators have gone missing. You feel like the ground rumble underneath you, and you manage to roll out of the way as two jaws just snap up above you. Let me ask you this. What is Wes's greatest desire?
I think it's to have a normal life.
The Sintamani Stone. It alters reality. It brings out whatever the person who interacts with its greatest desire. Sometimes bending reality to conjure whatever it is. Sometimes bending time to take you back or forward or however you want. And it knows exactly what your greatest desire is. You see essentially like this large tunnel, and you see excavation machines. You see this sort of rotund man with this large stone that he's holding on his back, balding with only like tufts of fur coming off of it.
Who are you?
I'm the Mole Man.
I think this stone came into town through the black market, but not in the classic way. I think it came through in like one of those like weird new agey crystal shops.
I had a guy come in the other day. He'd been working as an excavator for quite some time, and his name was Max. You see Jordan, and he's gagged and bound and tied to a chair.
I need to call for backup because I can't do this by myself.
You peer around the side, and as you do, you hear a voice go, "Wesley?" You see Lady Elania Vestia, former head of Michael's orphanage, and your grandmother.
Who is this? What is going on? Are you calling about Max?
Yeah, is he there?
No, he hasn't been home for weeks.
What was Max's deepest desire?
He loved construction, he loved digging,
What did he want? What did he want out of life?
I could tell you what he doesn't like. He doesn't like the city. He doesn't like the management of his company. His company screwed him. He's just a good guy. I don't know. What does he desire? To be cancer-free? I don't know. To continue doing his job?
I'll see what I can do.
If you find him, tell him Maggie loves him and he can come home.
You got it.
right, Jesse, I have been slightly ignoring your character, and I did not mean to, but I forgot about these important plot points.
What do you mean? I've just been doing my job.
Yes, you have been. And how have you been preparing for whatever this event is? You've detailed it a little bit, but if you want to
the kind of, I want to say kind of Halloween, like All Hallows Eve kind of thing, like all the monsters come. Oh, the hunt, the wild hunt.
The hunt.
Yeah. It took me a moment to remember the name. Okay.
Oh, good.
I've had my team kind of monitoring activity around different spots in the city.
Okay.
Because I don't just have a team now. I have like a multitude of teams, don't I?
Yes, you have about,
a division.
I forget if I said 5 or 8, but one of those 2 squadrons.
Yeah. So I've kind of had them I've assigned each of them like a part of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Roughly like in a circle, let's say, around the city center.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're each on the lookout for anything suspicious, anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. Go ahead and on behalf of your team, roll an investigation check for me.
Oh, Lord. I think my team has seen better days. There we go, yeah. 9.
9? They're not really seeing anything, which is probably a good sign. You're still a ways away. You're a few days out at this point. You're like October 25th, 26th, as you are continuing.
It was on Halloween. I knew it had some connection to Halloween.
I mean, if you remember, during the Hallows Eve festival in Phaeton was when this occurred. That's pretty much all you can remember, at least from your experience. And yeah, they're not really seeing anything out of the ordinary besides like the usual just kind of Phaetonian human conflicts that are popping up here and there, but nothing out of the ordinary. Are you working with the N31-SNs?
Oh yeah, I assumed I had to.
Yeah, I was. What are you doing to kind of work with them? Are you trying to learn from them, see what abilities they have, that kind of deal?
I guess I'm having a few of them in each squadron.
Okay.
So they're like supplementing it.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and just I'll let you choose either hacking or Google check to kind of figure out these robots and what they can do.
I'll have you know those are both the same thing, and that's a 12.
12? Okay. So you kind of work with them, and given the manuscripts and the workshop that you went through to actually learn these, you know that they have anti-magic abilities. You've seen Wes maybe use some of his anti-magic abilities too. They have a similar deal. They're very good at like essentially counteracting magic, and so you make sure that you assign those with them. And you actually like do know how to like control these, so I will give you proficiency when you are hacking one of these, if you ever need to like control one for one of your uses.
Got it.
And is there anything else you want to work on? This is kind of almost an open free period, so if there's a skill you kind of want to work on more, if there's something you're trying to focus in on so that you can prepare for this event, possibly.
I don't really think so.
I would say you could theoretically continue working on your technology skills if there's one that you possibly want to work on there.
Yeah, can I work on my Google skill, please?
All right, how do you do so?
I assume there's a database, so I'm just kind of working on learning how to navigate this database.
You do have 2 tech specialists that you know.
I'm asking them to tell me how to work this database.
Okay. Who do you know? Thomas Curtis, who I believe is a lieutenant now, and Allison Wynn.
I'm gonna ask Allison.
Okay, Alice, you go to her. She says, "Oh, Captain Davenport." She gives you a salute. What can I do you for?
I was hoping you could help me learn how to navigate the database.
Yeah, sure. What do you just need like help learning how to use keywords, Captain?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Here, just come here. I actually have like a little bit of a document, or here, actually, I have a YouTube video. I don't know. Okay, just sit here. She motions for you to sit.
Okay.
She says, I'm running specs right now anyway, so I can't use this computer anyway. She pulls out a laptop that she has and begins going. She says, okay, do you know how to use like keywords?
I know what a keyword is in the sense that it is a significant word, but that is what it's...
Okay. There's certain things you can do when looking in any database that lets you specify or broaden your search. So here. I'll type in this. She types in monsters, and you get a whole bunch of results, right? And then she types in blobs, and then she gets a whole bunch of results. It says, I have monsters and blobs, right? 2 different searches. Now, if I put quotations around monster blob, and she puts quotations around it, and suddenly the number of results shortens quite a bit. And she says that's a more specific search, and it allows you to get more specific results for what you're looking for.
I'm so glad we've decided to roleplay this entire scene where you teach the listener how to use keywords.
Listen, I don't make the rules. I just help you learn them. Eventually, she continues helping you through some of this. Go ahead and just make a general intelligence check to follow what she's doing. And I'll say with advantage
Really?
Because she is helping you,
Oh,
technically.
thank God. Thank God, that's a 10.
A 10? All right, you're starting to get the hang of it. It'll probably take you a little bit more. A few more return trips to Alice before you can fully understand what she's saying. Again, Julie doesn't necessarily follow the tech scene all that much, and even Google, she maybe have missed that sort of craze. So we'll get you there eventually. Is there anything else you wanted to work on? I'll say you're in the beginning stages of being able to possibly. Oh, go ahead and for your work with your team, go ahead and add. Let's say I'll let you choose between +2 mind and +2 spirit.
Let's do +2 mind.
Okay.
Actually, no, let's do +2 spirit.
Okay.
So that brings me to 9 spirit.
Okay. And for your work with Alice, you get +1 mind currently.
Great.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to work on?
I want to maintain my weapons. I want to, oil them properly.
Okay. You're kind of preparing yourself for that.
Yeah.
Are you going to go, train some?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. You go to the training range as well to practice your shooting and your commanding as well. Kind of working on some battle arrangements. Okay. Yeah. That will continue on. Go ahead and get me... Let's do Tyler.
Tyler it is?
Actually, Olivia. Give me Olivia. So,
Hi, sorry.
after a handy ass beating, you escaped the development project area and asked for backup from the Hunter Society.
Yes, I did.
They have responded next day saying that they will send whatever backup is available to you and to continue with this hunt.
Okay. I do some sort of debrief in the morning just to be all right, here's what we're dealing with. Tell them about the sinkhole, tell them about...
Well, there's
what's
none
underneath.
sent to your address. Are you going back to the location?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Okay.
And yeah, I go there.
Okay. When you go to the location, you see a singular person standing there. They appear to have a sword at their side, and they are wearing a hood. One thing you notice just when you arrive at the location, there is just nothing there besides the empty hole.
Yikes. So it all got sucked down. I made it very angry. Okay. Have to excavate an excavator.
You approach this singular person.
Yes.
As you approach, you see Hans.
Yo!
Oh, hey, Cash.
What's up, my guy?
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. Apparently, I heard you had some trouble with whatever this is.
Yeah. So this empty development was filled with heavy machinery yesterday.
Okay.
And now it's underground.
Right.
So there's one big ugly motherfucker down there.
Okay.
So we have to figure a way to get down there to get rid of it.
Okay. Do we just need to dig down?
I guess, or we could do... Well, okay, hold on. We should probably make some sort of plan first.
Yeah, everybody else is busy preparing, I guess, for if there's going to be a wild hunt.
Gotcha, okay.
So, do you
Yoinks.
know what up? Anyway, Not a.
It's something got mentioned. There was a carnival a couple months ago where my team got all like swept up in it.
Yeah, it's like a force of nature kind of deal for Phaetonians.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So we got some ugly turtles. Was there more than one?
from your count, at least from what you were able to see, there was about half a dozen, about 6.
So we've got 12 massive like mole turtles going down there, and a rat man. So
Okay.
with
oh,
a
right. Sounds
stone
like
on his back.
A stone. Okay.
So I have a few ideas. Find this guy, fuck up that stone on his back, because if video games have taught me anything, go for the weak point.
Right. Okay.
And we can go meat fishing again. So let's try that first.
I'm sorry. Meat fishing?
I had come up with like a 5-gallon bucket, and I just take that rope and the hook that I had, and I just skewer whatever's in the bucket and just yeet it out into the empty
All right,
sort of field.
You yeet out this string of entrails. Hans goes, Jesus Christ, Cash. He begins laughing. You throw them into the development plot below you.
Yeah. So now we just sort of wait until we get sort of dragged down there.
Okay, all right. I've never necessarily employed this tactic, hunting, but sure.
I mean, do you have any ideas? I mean, I'm open to ideas.
I haven't seen the file or anything on this. I just got the notification this morning, so.
Gotcha. One disorganized organization to another.
Yeah, no, it's a different world out there.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we wait. Hey, what are you... this is a weird time to ask this. What are you doing in 2 weeks? 2 weeks from now, Saturday?
2 weeks from now, Saturday. If I am not dead by then, nothing.
Cool. Yeah, cool.
What's up?
Would you like to come to my wedding?
Fucking of course.
Okay,
Wait,
cool.
hold on.
Cool.
Time out.
Nice.
Who the fuck are you marrying?
Greta.
Greta?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes. I would love to go.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. We're still kind of figuring out colors and stuff, and we don't know exactly how we're doing the whole deal, because it can't do it probably the normal Phaetonian way. So, yeah, it's interesting for sure. Hey, is your string supposed to be doing that? And you look, and the string is very taut.
Here we go. All right, grab hold of this, and
as you grab hold of
and
it,
I'm
make a strength saving throw for me.
strength. That's pretty good. That is a mod 22. That's 22.
Yeah, you begin holding onto this string, and it begins jolting around, kind of pulling back and forth. And eventually Hans kind of helps you back before, but you both begin getting dragged into this development plot, and then eventually getting pulled down into a hole. You're just going with it?
Yep.
Okay.
That was the plan.
You guys get pulled down, and eventually there's like a snapping feeling, and the rope is... There's no more tension on the rope.
So we didn't get down there.
No. You got maybe 10 feet down into a hole.
So we're just 10 feet down into a hole and not all the way through there. Because you said it was 20 feet to the bottom?
It's a 20-foot, like, incline down into the development plot, into the actual, like, cave that you were in. It was about 40, 50 feet.
Yeah. Fuck. So we, like, super stuck now in the ground.
Mind you, that there's still, like,
Yikes.
a whole bunch of holes in this development plot area.
Oh, I could have just gone down one of the holes.
Yes.
I did not realize that was the case. Well, now I feel like an idiot. I didn't know there were already holes. I wasn't trying to create a new hole.
Okay, well,
that was not clear.
Plenty of holes around. I mean, there were holes before too. Any place essentially where there was equipment, there is just now a hole.
Well, crap. All right, plan B. We're going to crawl into one of the holes already. I was hoping that we would get a direct sort of line to one of those creatures, but
Right. Okay. Let's just.
they stole my hook.
Yeah, I think I noticed. All right, let's just go into one of the. You see Hans take 2 steps and then transform into this dog thing with the sword in its mouth, and he jumps into one of the holes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that like Suwon's waiting in the car.
Okay, Suwon is not with you.
Speaking of dogs,
Okay.
yeah, he's not. I'm not bringing him down into a hole in the ground with
Okay.
me. So
Probably not in the car, but
he's just chilling.
he's chilling. Yeah.
Down we go.
Okay. You descend down into the hole. As you continue down into this hole, it kind of turns and winds, but eventually, like, there's a sharp incline, and you spider climb your way out, and there's like a 20-foot drop once you like climb down this hole. And you and Hans both drop down, and the cave is empty.
There's no equipment here.
Nope.
Crap twice. Okay.
You hear
Are there tunnels that go further down?
yeah, the tunnel.
smell anything?
The tunnel continues down. You see the dog form of Hans kind of sniffing around, and he barks and points down this cave, and you guys continue going down the cave. Go ahead and give me Tyler. Time to get your dingling. All right.
O'Neill, I'm sitting this one out. Wes says no. Wes says no to drugs in the Wild Hunt.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you're currently still investigating, so what are you doing?
Nothing. If I remember correctly, last time I didn't do anything.
You had just finished the phone call with the person that you were trying to find that had this object.
God damn it! I don't have anything. I don't have anything to go on.
I mean, you could always follow up with her, or you could.
I already did. Why would I call the guy? I know. I know that it's been like a week since we talked, since I had that conversation. But in universe, it's been what, 5 minutes?
No, this would be the next day.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna get anything else out of her.
Then what are you doing?
I don't have any leads to go on. I know that he liked construction.
Okay, you could go figure out that.
There's so much construction, O'Neill, that's nothing.
Well, then maybe you should ask more specifics.
Okay. Can we rewind to that phone call? Because it's fucking weird to call back.
Nope, you have to call back.
I just want to ask her where he worked. No.
Nope, you have to call back.
I refuse. No. I refuse. Retcon.
Nope. No retcon, you ended the phone conversation.
What a weird thing you're doing right now, where you won't let me just retcon where I asked where he worked.
Gotta do
Fine, I
this.
fucking call her back just so we can get this show on the goddamn road.
Okay. You call her back.
O'Neill, why are you giving me a social anxiety nightmare in the game? I hate you.
The phone rings for a while, and eventually she answers. She says, Hello?
Hi, sorry, I forgot to ask where he worked.
Who? Max? Is this... Did you leave...
The guy from yesterday.
Okay, this is weird. Did you leave all of the gemstones?
What?
Oh, God, this is so confusing. Sorry. Yes, you called yesterday about Max?
I'm sorry, what was that about, I'm sorry, what was that about gemstones?
This is weird. Somebody just left a whole bunch of, like, diamonds and, like, rubies and, like, other sparkly gems just kind of at my door.
Can you tell me where your husband worked?
Yeah, he worked at Hannibal Developments.
Do I recognize that name?
make a history check.
Yeah, 6. Yeah.
6. Not off the dome, no.
Yeah, I was just trying to remember whether it was the place that owns Cash's shit.
No, not the same one. You know that for sure.
Yeah. Don't, I don't want to say don't touch the gems, but don't spend them. That sounds
Right.
crazy. Look, that's spooky, is all I'm saying.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. If you find out anything, could you let me know, please?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Right. She hangs up. What are you doing?
All right. I asked Jordan to Google Hannibal developments.
Okay. All right. He Googles Hannibal Developments. They are like a development company. Think like when you start making the lots for like big strip mall areas, or like you have your nail salon and then your fast food place and then your AMC, that kind of deal. In those long strip areas, they do the development for those. Go ahead and just roll D20 for me.
19.
19. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
He continues
Why are you
Googling
acting
away.
surprised? It's a 1 in 20 chance of anything.
Yeah, but a 19 is a
Whatever.
pretty high roll. I don't know what you mean. Jordan finds out that they have actually come into a bit of trouble recently, and that they have actually hired out from the Hunter Society to get some help. One of their development plots have had missing equipment and have had just trouble with some sort of monsters as of late.
Where? I assume it's some sort of news article.
Yeah.
It's like the disturbance
It is out in Frankfurt. I think it's in Orland Park, I believe.
Don't know where that
It's in the suburbs.
A lot of this takes place in the suburbs, gotta tell you.
That's where development happens.
That's true. Well, I guess I'm taking a drive.
Okay. Are you taking Jordan with you or not?
No.
Okay.
I ask him, you wanna go with me? Where you don't have to go. I'm just gonna scope the place out a bit.
I mean, I don't care either way. I was just gonna go fishing if nothing else. So.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go fishing, go fishing. It's not a big deal.
Whatever. Yeah, I'll see you later. He exons and you leave as well. All right, you drive up to this location that he gives you. Make a navigation check for me.
13 minus 2. 11.
Yeah, you managed to find the area. It takes you a little bit longer than you would have hoped. It's about...
Yeah, because no one ever drives out to this part of Chicago ever for anything.
There definitely still are people who live here, Tyler, but you drive out to this area and you actually see 2 cars kind of parked on the edge of this area, and you actually notice there is a dog in the backseat of one of them. Windows are rolled down, but you pull up. Make a general...
A dog? Do I recognize... Is it... O'Neill is it Suwon?
Yeah, you recognize that Suwon is in the backseat of one of these cars.
Okay, thank you. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. Can I do that cool thing where when Cash comes out, I'm like petting his dog, and I'm like, what's going on?
Okay. You're just waiting by his car?
Yeah, I assume Cash has it covered.
Okay.
If I hear an explosion, I'll run in.
You wait. Nothing seems to happen.
Like I wait for a while, wait for like half an hour.
Half an hour?
Yeah.
Your stone far speech goes off.
Does it like static? How do I know it turns off? If I'm
No,
not
it
using
doesn't go off. Like you're getting a call.
Oh, okay. I was like, it turns off. How would I know? Yeah, I answer.
Wes, there was... I don't know if this is pertaining to your thing. I know you mentioned something about like a gem. There was a robbery?
Yeah, but where and why and how and all the information.
It was this bank. I guess they had a lot of like gems and stuff. I really don't know a lot about it. I'm just now hearing about it. I got a call from one of your people, and they wanted me to let you know. Apparently, a hole, and they just swallowed up the vault.
Apparently a what?
Somebody dug a hole and the vault underneath the bank, and the vault is just gone.
Okay, yeah, okay, figures. Okay. Thanks for the heads up.
Yeah, no problem. Do you need backup, or are you okay?
Nah, Cash is here. I'm sure it's something big and we'll have to fight another kaiju of some kind. It'll be fine. Seems to happen every month these days.
Oh, right, okay. Alright, I'll keep an ear out for this. And he
sounds good.
Hangs up.
Awkward hang up. Click. I'm gonna try and call Cash. On my tone of our speech.
Go ahead and go ahead and bring in Olivia, and then we'll bring you back in here in a sec.
I have returned.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. I'm going down some tunnels.
All right, yeah, you begin walking down these tunnels, and you see Hans kind of sniffing down as you guys continue. Again, these tunnels are like fairly huge. Like,
Okay.
it's like 20 feet tall and about 40 to 60, depending on like how wide and narrow it gets wide. And it's like a rectangle pretty much
Okay.
But as you continue going down this, Hans continues sniffing, and then he growls. And make a dexterity saving throw for me.
24.
24. You leap out of the way as the ground puckers underneath you, and one of these bullets come and try to bite at you. And as Hans growls, he turns and he does a double spin and strikes at this thing's back. It lets out a shriek. What are you doing?
I am going to... How close am I to this thing?
You're not far. You're right up against it.
I am going to... I'm going to try this. We'll see how this works. I am going to run up to this thing, and I'm going to put a hand on it and use my action, Douse the Flames of War. You can touch a creature, and it must make a wisdom saving throw. The target automatically succeeds if it's missing any of its hit points. If the target fails the save, it can't attack for 1 minute. During that time, it can't cast spells that deal damage. And
I will tell you this and let you change. Hans did just strike it.
Oh, I did not see that. Okay, gotcha.
With his sword.
Very well. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm going to use my action to attack it twice and then use Flurry of Blows as well.
Okay. You begin striking at it. Just go ahead and roll one attack for all of it. See how you're doing.
Okay. That's a 19 plus 7, 26.
Yeah. You guys begin kind of pummeling into this thing, and it takes a couple lashes out at you. Go ahead and make another dexterity saving throw for me.
17.
17, but you manage to dodge out of most of its strikes, and eventually you and Hans kind of take this thing down, and as Hans releases one more like aired slash attack at this thing's back, you see it kind of crumple and fall, and then you see it kind of almost like crystallize.
Interesting.
And then it begins turning into this light blue mist, and eventually it just kind of disappears.
So that's interesting.
You see Hans in his dog form just kind of grow back up to his human form, and he goes, okay, so
that's what we're dealing with.
I'm assuming these are what we're dealing. Okay,
that and the Rat Man, which
right.
I'm assuming we're going to find
Still
at some
what
point.
You're talking about?
You'll see.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you. Obviously, I was smelling gasoline. It trails off this way. This is interesting to say the least. And Cash, you hear your Stone of Svar speech going off.
Hello.
Hey, Cash.
What's up?
You're in this. You also investigating this construction thing?
Yeah. What do you know about it? I'm here with Hans.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm just here. I'm with Suwon. Yeah, there's something spooky going on, and our paths are crossing again. I'm probably gonna have to fight another kaiju monster. So, I mean, maybe not an actual like kaiju like Godzilla. I don't know. We could fight Godzilla. It wouldn't surprise me. That would be pretty neat. But like, there's something weird going on. You find anything in there?
We just dispatched with a giant turtle mole situation. He still doesn't know what they're called. So, yeah, we were able to take one down, and we're going further down into the tunnels to see if we can find one.
You want some backup?
Yeah, if you hop down one of those hold on. And
yeah, no, I'm still outside. I'm with your dog.
We're about an hour and a half down. We can meet you halfway.
Meet halfway?
Yeah, all right. Hop into, and I tell him which hole we went down. I try to describe it the best that I can.
I'm not in the build. I'm by your car.
Yeah, I know. I'm telling him to jump into one of the holes.
Wes, you walk up to this development project area, and there's just they're essentially laying down they were excavating the area to begin laying down foundation and whatnot, and you just see a whole bunch of holes.
And you can bring the dog.
Is your car unlocked?
The window
Did you lock
is
your
open.
Dog in a hot car?
No,
Cash?
God, I'm not an animal. The windows are down.
Okay, thank God. Yeah, I say, come on, Suwon.
He comes.
Like, what?
Yeah, I
Does the dog climb out? Do I need your voice
No,
through
he's fine.
the stone of far
He
speech.
has a leash on. You can
I don't
just
know how your
pull
dog
his
works.
leash.
It's a good dog.
He's a good dog.
Eventually, you, through description, find the hole, and Wes, you begin climbing down this hole, and you climb down about 50 feet, and then there's just an opening, but there's no, like, and it's dark.
I'm at an opening of some kind, and it's dark. I really should have grabbed a light spell. Man.
Can you use your
Try to
Can you
glow
use your
stick.
phone? Oh, you don't have one. Sorry. That wasn't a dig.
Rude. That was, hey,
Sorry.
Hey, there's no need to be an asshole.
You don't carry a flashlight around with you? Or a lighter?
No. Do I look like Indiana Jones? No.
Okay. So we're gonna have to come up and find you. Okay.
It's fine. Cash, I think you're forgetting I have magic.
All right. Well, then meet us halfway.
What do you do to not...
Yeah, I climb on
All right,
I climb
make a
on
Constitution
Nimbus.
check.
13.
13? Yes, you managed to climb on Nimbus and float down. Again, you cannot see anything. What are you doing for light?
Prestidigitation.
Okay, sure. You climb on Nimbus, and now you can see that there's just this giant cave. Like, it's 20 foot high and about 40 feet wide. And eventually, there's only like
Does
one
the dog
direction
also
the
get on
cave
Nimbus?
ends.
Sorry,
Yeah,
had to. Okay.
No, the
Got
dog jumps down and lands perfectly. Doesn't need to get on Nimbus. Eventually, you fly down this, and then you see light coming from the other way, and you two meet up.
Rad. Okay. So
Yeah.
further down we go
So hang on, Cash.
is the general
What's
plan.
going on down here? And why are you down here? Also, hi, Hans.
Hey, how are you doing, Wes?
I wish I didn't keep getting involved in this shit, but here we are.
Okay, so here's the deal. We have about, I counted yesterday, roughly 6. I'm hoping it's 6, because we just got rid of 1, so that means there's 5. Math. They're commanded by this weird, like, rat creature with a big stone on its back, and I was telling Hans, if video games have told me anything, that's what we're going to try to hit.
Yeah, it's probably just like a guy, if I had to guess.
Yeah, so Hans and I were able to dispatch one.
I mean that quite literally, that it's probably just like a guy that I'm looking for who turned himself into a giant rat monster that is the king of digging, I guess.
Yep.
Because this man's, it's a whole thing.
That seemed like his
Do you
sort of
remember
shtick.
how I told you that I've been contracted to like find certain items of interest?
Huh. Yeah, you mentioned something like that.
Yeah, that big stone is. The way things work, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm looking for.
Gotcha. Okay.
Some construction worker got his hands on it, and
Oh.
I guess now he's the mole king.
Yoinks. Gotcha. So, let's keep going down.
Go kick his ass, I guess. His wife was very sad.
So let's try
that
not
he's
to
disappeared.
hurt him too
So
much,
maybe try
I guess.
not to kill him, but I don't know how much we're gonna be able to do.
Very well. All right. Let's keep going.
All right. You guys continue down this
Down.
tunnel. How long? You guys are going for 2 hours, 3 hours,
Like the Dwarf Kingdom all over again.
4 hours.
With me, and you'll see
Excavation.
At the
Turtle excavation.
Are you guys just continuing?
I think after about 2 hours, I'm just like,
all right, where are these things?
All right, this is it.
Do we want to make some noise and draw them to us?
I mean, we could try and set up like an ambush.
We are at a distinct disadvantage. My plan was just to hit it, honestly.
Well, I mean, you don't think we should try and have like a good plan?
I mean, we could potentially just like line up in the tunnels, like the sides of the tunnels where there's not like.
Is it just smooth walls, O'Neill?
Yep.
Like smooth,
Completely
like not
smooth.
smooth, but just walls of dirt.
Yep. Yep.
Smooth walls of dirt. No like alcoves. Is there any branching off, or is it one tunnel?
There was branching off when you were actually like climbing down, but once you got into this tunnel, it's just this tunnel. Both of you make investigation checks.
Can I track which direction we're heading?
Are you trying to track what direction? Make a survival check.
Investigation.
Well, do you want me to roll an investigation and a survival, or
If you're
just,
investigating to see
survival?
what is like around the tunnel path, and when you're coming around, make that. But make an investigation.
Okay, 15.
15.
Investigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
24.
For
23.
Okay.
For investigation.
15 for investigation.
Okay. And then you're making a
I'll
survival
roll a
check as
separate
well.
survival check. 4.
4.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know what direction you're going. As you continue going, Wes, you do hear just slightly like a rumbling sound. You guys have been going for about 4 hours right now. You do hear a rumbling sound coming from above you. And it's faint, but you can hear it.
I hold my hand up to like pause everybody.
Yeah, what's up?
Shh.
Do I hear it?
You do. And it fades. And then you hear another one.
Is it closer?
Nope. Same distance.
I think we're under train tracks. Probably under train tracks.
Or there's something digging down more.
And then that rumbling eventually fades.
And it's one of those two things. And it can't be anything else. We're under a highway.
And you hear another kind of rumbling sound.
Based on 4 hours of walking in the city, how far do you think we could have gotten? If I don't know what direction we're going. Although I guess this is probably linked to survival.
No,
so
you have no clue where you could be. You've been walking for a while, though.
So these tunnels,
you're
tunnels
somewhere.
are extensive. So it's not just the construction site. They're under the city, right? Yeah.
I mean, we can guess that. I didn't catch. Do you
Do you
know
want
what
to make a
direction
survival check to
we're
figure out
walking?
what direction you guys have been walking in?
Yes.
Because
Okay.
I don't know whether we're walking toward the city or out into even farther into the middle of nowhere.
That's another 15.
15? You know you're walking northeast, which would be towards the city. Yes.
I mean, I gotta assume O'Neill's fucking with us, and it's just a car just to fuck with us, or a
You
train.
also know you are about
just to fuck
70
with
feet
us.
below the ground.
I think we just make a lot of noise. We've been doing a lot of walking, and I'm kind of tired.
BBL.
I was not prepared for a hike.
So can we try making some noise now?
Yeah, fine. I don't want to spend the rest of the day walking.
Okay.
I guess everyone ready your laser blasts? I'm sorry, Hans. I don't remember what you do.
I have a sword right here.
Oh, good. So I'm the only one with laser blasts. Got it. Actually, we should probably avoid laser blasts because that'll cave the cave in.
Yeah.
So are we...
I don't think we should. I don't think this is a good place to fight. We're 4 miles into a seemingly endless tunnel, and if we cause a cave-in during a battle,
So
I don't know if I'm really the best person to fight.
Do you
in
have any
confined spaces.
suggestions? Because we're kind of at a loss for a plan.
I don't know. I turned myself into a car. I don't fucking know.
I polymorph into a RAV4.
How big is the tunnel?
20 feet
it's
tall.
20 feet tall.
40 to 60 wide.
40 feet wide. At this
Okay, so
point,
it's
it's
big.
only 40.
Okay. Less traffic.
Not big enough to turn into like a large bird to carry you.
Probably not a large bird, no. But possibly other things.
Small bird, sure.
I mean, I
but
can turn into...
That's not my point. Was if I could turn into
I
a
can
large
turn
bird, I
into
could
an
carry
animal.
them. Hans,
I can turn into a dog. I can only do it 3 more times.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being a bit snippy.
No, you're just
Only
being
been
Western.
here.
That's okay. Let's just continue. If we're not going to do anything, unless you guys want to do something.
I mean, we can keep walking if we can't find anything down here and we want to come back. I can teleport us out of here. Like, we don't have to walk all the way back, just
All
so
right,
you know.
yeah.
That honestly sounds good. My knee's starting to bug me.
So let's walk for a little bit longer, and if we don't find anything, we can just leave and assume that the mole man is
Elsewhere.
elsewhere.
Right. You continue
keep
walking. The rumbling kind of fades behind you. And go ahead and both of you make perception checks.
22.
Ooh, also pretty good.
Yes, 22.
21.
Okay, both of you notice that, first of all, the cave walls begin to get a little bit thinner. You're probably getting to like 30 feet, getting closer to maybe in the 20s as the cave walls begin to narrow, and so does the height. The height comes down to about, this is after about an hour and a half of walking still. The height comes down to about 15 feet, so it's a bit of a smaller cave now. And you also notice, like, you'll see a pipe here and there. You'll see, like, you're seeing less just dirt and rock and more, like, actual stuff around you guys.
So we're getting into infrastructure.
Yes.
Yeah, this is bad news bears. If we don't get rid of this could be...
Do you think this tunnel leads to the bank that just got robbed? And we're going to pop out and be arrested?
A bank just got robbed?
There's a bank that just got robbed, of precious gems and jewels, and then those gems and jewels were dropped off at the guy I'm finding's wife's place. So,
it's possible.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm just saying,
if
maybe
we see
don't.
a tunnel up, we'll make sure it's not filled with cops.
Sounds good. I'm pretty sure that's where we're at.
You guys continue going? Or do you
Yeah,
wanna do
I
something?
guess we keep an eye out for cops.
Okay. As you go, the cave splits into 3 parts.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I don't really have any divination to figure out what's going on, which one to go down.
Do you smell anything, Hans?
Let me check. He turns into a dog and he begins sniffing. He says, and he turns back and he says,
That gasoline smell?
these two have, that gas smell, and then this one doesn't. So he points to the furthest one on the right and the furthest one on the left have a gasoline smell, and then the one kind of in the middle does not.
Okay, so they split off. Question.
Mm-hmm.
If the tunnel is this small,
Yes.
it's too small for equipment now.
Some equipment. Like, it could fit one of
'Cause,
those.
like, an
it couldn't fit like
excavator is too
an
tall.
excavator, right? But it could fit maybe one of those, I forget what the fucking name of it is, but the push trucks.
Okay. A plow truck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are there, like, tire tracks? Or
Make a
tread
survival
tracks?
check.
7.
7? You're not seeing anything.
Too dark.
Too dark. That's mainly.
So, left or right?
Or straight. There's 3 options.
Well, great, thanks, Wes. If we want to go for the not stink,
If you guys want to stand really far away, I can cast a spell where we can figure out what's down each of these. It might turn out really badly for us, though.
I mean, it's going to go bad for us either way. So,
Yeah, but it might go, like, really bad.
how bad are we talking? What exactly are you casting here?
So, I have, like, this new ability where, like, I can kind of cast... I can kind of... If I know about a spell, I can cast it. I sort of reach into that pool of magic, but shit gets... Like, you know how sometimes shit gets wonky around me?
Yeah.
Like, it gets way... Like, it'll be way... Like, it'll be way worse. Like, think Fireball, but on that level, but maybe worse.
Okay, so maybe not do that.
I mean, but we could also know which puts down everything, so... Just a thought if we were desperate.
I mean, we don't really know which direction we're going, so let's give it a shot.
Hang on, let me try one more thing. Let me tell you a story about how I knew exactly which tunnel we should go down. There were 4 people hiking in a tunnel, and they knew exactly which tunnel they should go down. And I tried to do my, like, tell a story percentage die thing.
Yeah, roll 2d10. Roll the first d10.
3.
No.
So no.
You won't be able to.
Right? Yeah.
Not this time round.
And I'm trying to feel it. No, it's not happening
Okay,
today.
so
Sorry.
it's just still 4 people stuck in a tunnel.
You do have your
I
other
use my
abilities
minor
still.
conjuration feat to conjure a flashlight. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna save that though.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
I
I'll
have
say-
an idea. I have an idea, and this is gonna be fun. I go, all right. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. And then eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And I'm gonna roll luck to see which one I land on.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then
That
we're
is
gonna go down
very
there.
fair.
That
is
was
very fair.
actually a thing that I was considering.
4
4.
+1. I'm using my +1.
You're using your +1. Okay, so 5.
Yeah, for today.
Which is a success. Okay, you do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You end on the middle one.
No gas stink.
All right, let's
All
get
right,
it.
here we go.
Okay. You continue down this portion of the cave. This portion of the cave, it goes straight for a while, and then it begins to go down.
Okay, further into the
continuing?
abyss. Yeah.
Okay. As you continue, like it actually gets steeper and steeper, and eventually, like you're having to like kind of climb down, like leaning back and kind of sliding down.
Nimbus.
Sure, you can fly down. The actual cave begins to get less like pristine and more kind of like open. And are you guys just walking down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Cash, make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Mod 20.
20. You eventually, like, you're continuing down, and you hear something kind of crackling, and you dodge out of the way as one of these bullets just kind of come and try to bite at you and begin, like, digging their way back down into the ground again.
All right, hold on there, Junior.
What?
And I'm going to try Douse the Flames of War.
Okay.
Make a wisdom
Douse the
saving
flames
throw.
of war. That sounds dope.
I am not going to, for 2 reasons. You do this, and your key begins to, like, go into it to try to pacify it. This thing doesn't have key.
It's some sort of golem or some shit.
It's not even that, because you've used this on, like, semi-humanoid, humanoid. This thing, whatever it is, go ahead and make an intelligence check for me.
Yeah, this is weird.
What? Hang on. What do I, Wes, see when you do this?
17.
17? Well, Wes, what you see is Cash kind of turn as this thing kind of lunges past it and try to palm it. And you see like a little bit of a orange glow come from Cash's palms, but nothing happens really. This is weird. Whatever this is, it's not something with its own mind or something with its own like spirit. You're not sure.
Also, could you describe this creature for me? I know you probably described them to Cash.
Yeah,
when you
it's this
fought
like
them, but
turtle. It's like has this turtle like head, but that it goes into its body, and then it has these like mole like claws for digging. Go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
Very high. 26.
You know this as a bullet.
A bullet?
Yes.
Got it. Got it. Understood. I'm looking at this big guy. Okay, well,
This thing begins digging away. What are you doing?
I cast polymorph on it.
Okay. You cast polymorph
Make a
on it.
wisdom saving throw.
Doesn't seem to stick.
What?
Whatever this thing is.
I'm dragging this thing out by its tail. It's not going to get very far. I'm going to use...
Okay, make a grappling check.
because I'm going to use Sentinel.
This thing is fairly big.
Okay, that's fucked. That spell should have had some sort of effect on this thing.
Doesn't seem to.
Yeah, my key isn't working, so I am going to use my sort of Sentinel reaction to stop it from moving.
Oh, to stop
Yeah.
it? Okay, go ahead and roll an attack for me. Yep.
15 plus 7, 22.
That hits.
Okay.
So you do stop it. You punch it, and this thing kind of freezes in place. What are you guys doing? It's frozen for this moment, and it's going to try to lash out at you and go ahead and take -1 body just from like it striking you.
Okay. Y'all want to ride a turtle?
What are you guys doing?
Not particularly, Cash.
Probably the fastest way to get where we're going.
It's not stunned. It just can't
I mean, I could
move
just fly next to you.
away from you.
Yeah, I'm hoping that I can hitch a ride on this thing and it will take me to the others.
Okay. Oh. Okay. This isn't necessarily what you're doing, but I think it's the only one that makes sense. Make an animal handling check.
Interesting. Okay.
That is exactly what
Oh,
Cash
I
is
forgot
doing. Let's be
You're
honest.
essentially
I know it's
handling
not
it like
necessarily
an
an
animal.
animal.
I rolled a 19. I have a plus 11. 30.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Yeah, you see Cash essentially like flip onto this thing's back and use its staff in its mouth and kind of struggle with it for a second before grabbing this like flap on the back of its neck. And for some reason, this manages to like control it in a sense. And where are you steering this thing, Cash?
If it's going down a tunnel, that's the way we're going. All right, so he's like, all right, hop on. I got him for now.
You don't have complete control of this creature, but you can kind of get it. But it wants to dig like straight down.
Here we go.
Okay, you're just letting it? Okay, you see Cash dive down with this thing. Are you guys following the hole it's digging?
Yes.
I'm going cowboy.
Okay. All right. Hans leaps down this hole with you, Wes. Wes, make a dexterity saving throw.
21.
21.
Nope, 19.
As you guys
can't add
continue-
this morning.
As you guys continue down the hole, it flattens out a little bit and he continues digging, but another pucker happens on the side of you, Wes, and you just barely leap out of the way as another bullet comes and like dives in front of you and tries to wriggle itself away.
All right, I'm going to do something on a hunch and cast Dispel Magic on it.
Roll a d20 plus 5 for me.
Me plus 5?
I mean, d20 plus your charisma modifier.
9. Okay, I'm going to re-roll that Wild Magic re-roll.
Okay.
Unless I'm already holding one of those. I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't think I'm holding one, but...
Natural 20.
Okay.
Yo. Don't cut him.
I will tell
you.
That is exactly what you needed. So, you flick your dispelling magic at this thing, and this thing just kind of evaporates into this blue mist.
Oh, it's not even like a... Okay, yeah, got it. Understood.
Roll 1d10 for me.
These guys are 10.
10? You're fine. Yeah, so it just evaporates instantly. This one that you were fighting. Cash, you're still like wrangling this thing, and it's... go ahead and make another animal handling check for me.
It's not going to be 30, I can tell you that much. Okay, 23.
23. You're still like you're starting to lose a little bit of control of this thing because you're starting to get hit by clumps of rock and whatnot as this thing continues like digging down. But eventually, like it, like breaks this thing, and you are out into this like big open cavernous, almost like a ravine area.
So there's the water table down here,
Oh, what?
or something
Like
a water table.
You
or
see like far in the distance, you see like a raining of some liquid, but you're not sure what. But coming down the side, but you can't. Again, it's very dark in this area. You just break from just constant dirt barrage, essentially.
Gotcha. Okay, is this thing heading in any other direction, or is it like slowing down? Or...
Now it's going to start. It's starting to try to shake you.
Okay. I'm assuming I have to make some sort of save to continue.
Yeah, make a. Are you trying to hold on to it still, or are you trying to like?
Trying to ride this broken Bronco.
Okay, make a strength saving throw for me.
Strength saving throw. 26. I'm rolling like a champion today.
All right, 26. You managed to stay on its back, but it's going to try to bite at Hans. It bites at Hans's
Who is
leg.
behind it? Yeah.
Yes.
Or is
he
it like
turns around.
wildly turning around? Okay.
It's just thrashing at this point. And it bites at Hans. You see Hans like take it with a roll and begin slashing at it. It doesn't seem like it's going to be. It seems like it just is fighting at this point.
All right, we're gonna kick its ass.
What do you do?
I emulsify this turtle. Same thing. Flurry of blows and a big stick.
Okay, roll an attack.
21.
21. Yeah, you managed to begin beating on this thing. Wes, what are you doing?
It's just one of these bullets?
It's just the one
is that
right
what
now.
it is?
Right now it's just the one.
I let them kick the shit out of it. I'm not going to waste a spell slot. It seems like they got it covered.
Okay, all right. You see the thing lash out again. Make another strength saving throw, Cash.
Yep. That is a 19.
19. Yeah, this time you try to like hold onto it, but it manages to actually like roll, and you get like flattened underneath it. You take minus
Hidden
one body.
underneath
And yeah, you continue like blasting it underneath with punches and staff hits. Hans sees you, Wes, just not participating. He says, "A little help here would be nice."
I mean, I guess so. Dispel magic at 4th level.
Okay, you cast a spell. Go ahead and roll a d20.
15 plus 5, unnatural 20.
You cast a spell magic on it, but it doesn't seem to do anything. Roll 2d10
What?
for me.
7.
Uh-oh.
Did I do an stinky? Did I do a
Everybody
stinky
make a dexterity saving throw for me, baby.
Ruh-roh.
Including
Oh
you,
shit,
Wes.
I called it earlier. Hell yeah.
19.
21.
19, Cash, you take no body. Wes, you take minus one body. Hans takes minus one to his whatever, and this bullet just disappears.
Fireball, by the way.
As
That's
a
what
fireball
we didn't say.
explodes off of
Yep,
Wes.
centered. Oh, jeez.
This is why I don't help.
Did the bullet take any damage?
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, the bullet's gone.
Oh, good.
The bullet is gone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It ran away, or it got blasted to smithereens?
As the fire hits this bullet, it begins to char it, and you see that crystalline crust begin forming off of it, and then the fire continues to burn away at it, and it just kind of begins turning off into that blue mist.
Gotcha. Okay.
Everyone say thank you.
Thank you, Wes.
Nothing from you, Hans.
I don't think I'm supposed to be thanking you for that. Ow.
This is why I told you. This is why I don't help.
How did you even get your license if... anyway.
Yeah, crazy, right? I give Cash a look that's like, don't fucking blow this.
Okay, so new place, new spot. Are there like several tunnels leading to this cavern?
Make a perception check with disadvantage because it is dark.
I conjure a powerful flashlight with my conjuration feat. Like a big flashlight.
Make an intelligence
What's the
check.
biggest flashlight? Can I conjure like a fucking 1K, O'Neill? Like,
Make an intelligence check.
that is a 6 plus 0, 6.
You are only able to conjure a regular flashlight.
Damn it.
I was distracted by Wes's thing. What did I have you roll again? Oh, a perception check.
Oh, yeah. Perception. Then that
With
is
disadvantage.
Oh, wait, wrong dice. 16.
16?
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, you begin
19
looking
and
around
16.
the area, and you only see, you actually see one other tunnel that kind of leads this way, but you see, if you were to look, if you were to keep on going, there's actually, a rocky ridge, and it falls down maybe 100 feet. This is a big, cavernous ravine that has, various rock faces and cliff size and all that stuff. This is a fairly big area.
I want to check if I can see to the bottom of this massive hole to see if there's anything down there. I'm not going down there, but I want to see if there's anything down there.
Using your cell phone flashlight?
Yeah.
As you point it down, the humidity in the air gathers to a point where you can't really see past maybe 60 feet.
Question. My conjuration feat, how long does it last?
I think a minute or 10 minutes, one of the two.
We did this last time with the whole crystal thing, but because I was going to drop a glow stick down the hole.
1 hour.
1 hour, okay, yeah. So can I don't think I'm powerful. I think I failed at conjuring anything than a normal flashlight, so I think I can only conjure a glow stick, not a big old flare, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
So I just drop a glow stick down there.
Okay. You see it tumble, fall, kind of gets obscured by some of the mist, but eventually you do see it land and then disappear. Once it takes damage, it disappears.
Yeah, when it hit the ground, it disappears.
Explodes.
So there's a bottom.
Well, that's good.
Hello.
Yeah,
You actually do
yeah.
that?
Hope for an echo.
You do hear an echo.
Thinking of also making a noise, yeah.
Either me or Cash had to be stupid. It had to be one of us.
Yeah,
so.
it was gonna be one of us.
You have the idiot brigade today. Julie isn't here to rein us
you do.
in.
Yeah, you do. You guys hear, hello, 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 hello. And Han goes, what? Shh.
Hunch.
And you guys hear her. And the ground.
Hey, big
beneath you
monster down
begins
there.
to
Just
rumble.
kidding.
And you guys hear the sound of stone breaking as you see about 5, 6, 7 of these bullets pop out of the ground. Let's get Jesse.
You're done.
Go ahead and get me Jesse.
Yep.
Hello, this is your DM here. DM obviously stands for Dijon Mayo. Yeah, that's how fancy we're getting in here today. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of You Might Be Wondering How We Got Here. If you like what we do and we like what we do and you like how we do it, go ahead and share the show using the hashtag YMBW. And guess what? If you do that, we'll put your name in the show. We have a couple of new names coming out soon for stuff we've been recording. Just as a programming announcement, first off, this is the penultimate episode to the 2020 time jump skip. Sorry for how long this has gone on. This was not meant to take this long, but it will be coming to an end next episode. We'll be getting back to regular, good old D&D, and with that, we will also be getting back to a more regular scheduled episodes. Apologies again for the delays. It's been sort of hard with some things going on in the background that I'm super excited to talk about, but I can't talk about yet. But things are in progress in the background to make this even better, and we're very excited about it. And just new stuff happening. So, we'll be getting back to a regularly scheduled. The next episode will probably still be on a 2 to 3 week delay, but after that, we'll be getting into regularly scheduled episodes. So, until then, just stick with us for a little bit longer and enjoy the rest of Patreon. Patreon.com/YMBW really helps. Any money that you guys send really helps make the show even that much better. So Patreon.com/YMBW podcast. Share the show using the hashtag YMBW and rate us 5 stars on iTunes. And I'll let you get back into this episode. Mwah. Jesse. Hello.
Hello.
All right. So you go into work the next day. It's getting pretty close to everything is getting kind of ramped up to being ready for the wild hunt that could possibly hurt you guys. But as you get into work, you see a lot of commotion as apparently a bank has been robbed and the entire vault was taken.
And that's magic related?
It seems to be, although there was a huge tunnel dug underneath the bank and just everything was taken.
That sounds like the one of the tunnels under the Mexican-American border to smuggle drugs, like the El Chapo tunnel or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about, yeah. I mean, it took an entire vault.
It sounds like one of them. I don't know. Those tunnels are big. I think, one of the ones that they found had, running electricity in it.
Oh, I'm sure. But it also did pop up apparently overnight. So it does appear to have something magical about it. And I'm not just saying an encased vault. I'm talking about the bank's entire vault. Probably 100 feet wide by 100 feet wide kind of.
Have I been assigned to this case or?
Yeah, two of your squadrons are actually out investigating it.
Okay. If they are, then I'm going to go as a supervisory position.
Okay.
So let's go to the bank.
Okay.
First, I guess I want to ask to see the security cam footage.
Okay. Yeah. Any security cameras that were around the vault were destroyed. Any ones that were in the vault were destroyed as soon as the vault was pulled. What you do see though is from the outside of the vault, looking in, you just see essentially a shaking, and then the lights go out, and then the infrared lights come on, and then you just see the bank, the vault slide down and back as though there was a cave-in or there was a giant earthquake and it just fell off, and then it just fell back and then began sinking back and down into the ground.
Is the structure, is it sound at the moment?
No, it's pretty rocky. There was a giant tunnel underneath it.
So I think we have to evacuate then.
Yeah, the entire area has already been evacuated. Your team is being sent in to figure out what happened.
Okay, can I ask one of the teams there? They must have like a magic person. Mm-hmm. Are there any magic traces in this tunnel?
You see a couple of your squad mates. They have like these, different satellites and things that are like, not satellites, but like readers that...
Drones, maybe?
No, what are they called? Dishes.
We should have drones. That'd
be
cool.
You do have drones. Not necessarily applicable to underground, but they fly maybe one in. I
saw a video the other day. Somebody flew their drone into the volcano in Iceland.
Oh.
And since it was like automatically uploading the footage, it didn't get destroyed. So I think we should have drones that do that like automatically upload the footage.
Sure.
Cool.
The security guard that was like guarding it is still in critical condition at the hospital.
How was he injured?
Debris fell onto him.
Okay.
As the bank, essentially this bottom floor was collapsed and he was dug up underneath some of the debris. Yeah, you have a couple of people like looking around for magic. They are getting traces of magic, but it's strange.
I'm gonna need you to elaborate on that.
Like it's not a normal reading.
Well, the reading with the dragon wasn't normal either, was it?
No, and that's why they're a little bit worried.
Well,
it doesn't seem to be like ace
in a sense that's similar to the dragon.
No, the dragons was like, this one is just like, there's a lot of it, and it's non-specific.
Okay.
Although they are getting some hints of like illusion magic, but that doesn't make sense for digging.
Well, it could be that the tunnel wasn't made overnight, but it was illusioned, right? Have there been any... Where is there like a seismograph somewhere in the area? At the local university, they probably have a seismograph, right?
Sure.
Have they recorded any recent tremors?
You asked this of one of your crews, and one of them, specifically Alice, is actually out here in the field. She prefers being out in the field. And she goes and looks up on the database into the university, and she goes, yeah, they seem to have had a spike around this time. It doesn't seem like there was any... Well, hold on. She continues looking. She says, over the past 3-ish days, there have been smaller tremors, but not as big. There was a huge spike, specifically in this area, about the time the vault collapsed.
Okay, so we know this tunnel was most likely not built overnight. It was built over a period of 3 days. Or we know at least that whoever perpetrated this did not... This is definitely...
These readings don't show that, unless they were doing it with like a spoon, these readings show that wherever this seismatonic, whatever these readings are coming from, they seem to be far from at least where the university's getting the readings from, unless they were using like a fork and a spoon to dig their way through these tunnels. It seems like this tunnel was made last night.
Well, we know that there was something going on. Were those minor tremors, I guess, below the...
The readings show from maybe a 20-30 mile radius, perhaps. There was activity as strong as this, but this comes from...
Has there been any other, let's say, like sinkholes or anything within this radius?
Let me see. She kind of Googles around. She goes... The Hunter Society says they're dealing with an event that happened at a development project where a lot of the construction materials were stolen.
I want a squadron out there ASAP.
Okay, yeah. What is your recommendation for following this cave entrance?
I'll lead the investigation. I want a few people with me. You're welcome to come, otherwise we can have somebody else take your place.
I'll stay here and continue looking into this other event.
Got it.
We'll send out some PETA members to go look at the location. This isn't good, especially leading up to whatever this hunting is. I have a bad feeling.
So let's take care of this right away then.
Right. Okay. Yes, ma'am. She continues looking at numbers and taking in information. So what are you doing?
Okay. First step, I want to get a headlamp.
Okay. Easily provided to you. Probably
Step
just
2.
in your Peter van.
Step 2, I'm going to pick some capable looking people around me,
Okay.
and we're gonna start spelunking.
Okay. Are you taking N31-SNs?
Yeah, let's take one.
Just one?
Let's take 2.
Okay. You take 2 of them.
I'm going to take 3 guys.
Just say 2.
I was going to say let's take 3 guys.
3 guys. Okay.
How big is the tunnel?
Two of them. The tunnel is. I mean, there's a lot of debris and it's still not stable, but it's as wide as this vault is.
Okay. Yeah, let's take 3 guys. Let's take a length of rope,
Okay.
and we're gonna have that.
How long rope are you
And
getting?
we're gonna be like, when you're going caving and you put in a guide rope or something. We're doing
Yes.
that.
So you're having a rope essentially following you guys that leads
Yeah.
back to the. Okay.
Yeah.
How? Okay. Okay. As you begin, who are you? Okay, so there's on your team you have the 2 robots. You also have Dan Spitfire Perez, who was on your squad
God.
before.
Okay.
He's a sergeant.
The thing is, from
And then
what
you
I
have-
remember of him is he's a bit jumpy, right? He's more of a demo guy.
He's artillery and firepower expert, so good with guns, sometimes explosions.
Yeah. Okay. Who else do we have here?
You have Gus. He's also there if you want to take him. He's a bigger guy, but he's good with. He's special heavy artillery, so he has his big old gun he's got. And then you have another one, Peter. He's a private Peter Forsworth.
Okay. Does he have any specialization?
He is a magic user.
Yeah. Let's take Peter. I want to take. Is Curtis here as well?
Curtis is not on site currently.
Okay. I want at least one kind of analytic person.
Okay. You can take Alice if you want, or you can just get somebody else.
I want to take someone else because she said she'd prefer to stay behind.
Okay. Yeah, you just grab
So
another.
I'm leaving kind of her in charge of the site while I'm below.
Yeah, you just get another analytics specialist.
Yeah, and then I want to take Nameless Mook number 3.
Well, now you have 4 people right now with the analytics guy. You want another person?
I said I'll take 3 guys, 2 robots.
Okay. Right now you have
So
currently
yeah.
Dan Perez.
Oh no, I don't want Dan.
Oh, you're not taking Dan. Okay. Just
No.
Gus, Magic, Peter.
I'm not taking
and-
Gus.
Okay, you're not taking Gus either.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just taking
Do
Magic
you
Peter.
really want me to take one of them?
If you can, these are characters that exist. Is all I'm saying. Otherwise, I will
Okay,
have to make
'cause-
up other characters.
I'm sorry. Because the way they've been described to me is that they're a bit more kind of explodey, and we're going to be in a confined tunnel.
Dan is specifically a firepower, like guns.
Okay, fine. We'll take Dan, we'll take Peter, and we'll take
Okay.
the technician.
All right, and then 2 robots.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys continue down this tunnel. Your rope? You continue going until you're
We
out
have
of
multiple
rope.
ropes. So we tie a new
okay.
rope to that, and we keep going.
Okay. This tunnel goes on for miles. It would appear.
Oh boy. Okay, I think we've run out of rope.
Yes, which is my point.
Yeah, we ran out of rope.
Yes, you have. What are you doing?
Can the robots message each other?
Yes, they have messaging capabilities.
Can they currently message a robot above ground?
The signal is starting to get weak, but I'll say they can for now.
Okay, so what they're gonna send a message. Out of rope, tunnels continuing. We're gonna go on.
Okay, you do so, and they send those messages, and you get a response back, just like an okay response.
Okay, so we're gonna keep going.
Yes, you continue traveling down this tunnel. The robots kind of clinking and clacking, and the others making sure behind you that is covered while you guys continue down. Everybody has their flashlights out. It's very dark, but you are seeing trails of coins and of just like scraps of metal as this continues going down. And as it continues, the tunnel actually gets wider, and there are bits and pieces of like glass and debris and things like that, but the walls become a little bit smoother to the point where it's not just this where this bank vault may have been. But you're continuing?
Yeah.
Okay. You travel for 1 hour. You're seeing like more debris, and you actually see like a couple metal casings of like unopened vaults within them. Some of them dented, and like make an investigation check for me.
6.
They're like weirdly dented in, but you can't really tell what they are, like why they're dented in weirdly. But some of them are torn open, some of them aren't. You guys continue going on a little bit more. You begin to see other, like a random scraps of dollars here and there, scraps of like, you see like a couple of gems trailing every once in a while, and you see fluorescent lights, fixtures, shelving units, just all this random debris that would be inside of this vault, scattering as you guys continue going down this tunnel. And eventually you continue down for about another hour and a half, and your technician's sensors begin going off. And he goes, I'm getting some strange readings here. Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Oh, come on. It's a 9.
9. You glance back at your technician and begin asking what's wrong when from underneath you, this giant turtle's head just kind of pops out of the ground and bites onto you and begins like digging you down. You take -1 body, and it begins dragging you down underneath the ground. What are you doing?
I'm struggling.
All right. Are you fighting back?
Yes.
Go ahead and make an acrobatics or athletics check, your choice.
Okay, that's going to be an 11.
An 11. You try to kick away at this thing, but it's dragging you down and begins dragging you underneath the ground. You see one of the robots reaches out this grappling hand and grapples onto your arm, but you take another -1 body as this whatever this thing underneath is like biting and tearing at your leg. What are you doing?
Can I reach my revolver?
Sure. Yeah, you can.
Can I like try to shoot its eye?
Okay, make an attack with disadvantage because you're currently restrained underneath the ground a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, that's an 18.
18. You shoot it twice in its eyes, and you manage to get it to shake, and it lets go of you, and this robot like pulls you out of the ground, and it continues digging down underneath the ground. What are you doing?
Okay. I think we have to turn and run.
You're running?
I think we have to.
You're calling a fall back?
Yeah.
Or a retreat? Okay. Yeah, you run back out of the cave. You have an hour and a half's journey, if that's fine with you.
Yeah.
Okay. You do so. And what do you do once you're out?
I'm going to tell my findings, I guess, to... I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, you report your findings to PETA.
Yeah.
And they say that they're going to send in a larger squadron and be at the ready for any attacks.
And, like, we're going to need to stabilize the tunnel as well, because I didn't want to fight it right then, because if we tried to, that tunnel would have collapsed.
Well, you don't know that for sure, but sure.
I kind of know. If the thing was digging up below us, I feel like it was going to, like, that was going to be a component of this fight. So I think what I suggest is that we make a new entrance to the tunnel further down.
Okay.
So that you don't have to walk an hour and a half every time.
Okay.
So I want to send like an excavator out there.
Okay, make a survival check too. Well, I guess you haven't. You had your technician. They'll be able to track using like GPS and all that stuff.
I'm also good at maps.
They find the location in which you like stopped, and they begin digging down towards that. And they're using imaging technology to try to find like where this tunnel is leading to, but it's going to take them a while.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and send Tyler and Olivia in.
Hell yeah.
All right. You guys have a lot of boys in front of you. What are you doing?
It's ass kicking season. I am going to enter. Yeah, I'm going to enter the stance of a dragon.
Okay. Wes, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna load up a ball of chaos. Let her rip. Catch a bunch of AoE. Let's go.
All right, Hans prepares getting in his dog form, and you guys begin fighting. Let's take it from Cash. What are you doing first?
I am going in with flurry of blows and using my doubled martial arts. So my damage is now doubled for my other two attacks.
Go ahead and roll just an attack for me.
That is a 17.
17. Yeah, you managed to take down one of the bullets, and it again turns into this like blue powder, but two more actually like bear down on you and begin like striking into you, so you take -2 body.
Nope, okay, we're still good. Still not at 1 body yet.
Wes, you release a ball of chaos. Go ahead and roll what damage type for me.
It's a D8, yeah. I should know this. I made the spell. It's a 3 cold damage.
Cold damage. You let out this frosty ball of chaos and it explodes out. Roll a d10 for me first.
3.
3? You're fine. Now roll a d6 for me.
1.
1.
Oof. Uh-oh.
All that means is that it doesn't expand. So you fling your ball of chaos out, and it takes out one of the bullets, or it kind of just damages a couple of them, but they're still out and still going to strike you guys. You see Hans beginning to flip and carve into some of these bullets, taking a few of them down, but also getting hurt along the way. Cash, what are you doing next?
Hans, get out of the way. And I'm going to try to get as many of them as close together, either by moving to get them to, like, track me, and then I'm going to cast Fireball.
Okay, using your dragon stance.
My dragon feet, yeah.
You begin rounding up a few of them. That's a 5th level, correct?
It's a 3rd level. Oh, no, I cast Fireball at 5th level.
Yes. So you round up a few of them, and you manage to get a good cluster of them together. You light them up, and against Wes's ball of cold chaos, this heats up the room, and so there's a lot of like steam and fog in the air now as you take down 4 or 5 of them, and there's only a few of them left at this point. Wes, what are you doing?
There's only a few of them left.
Yep.
There should be only like 2 left.
Chromatic orbs. Low-level chromatic orbs. 1.
Okay.
1 level.
Just
1,
one?
2 level. 2 of them. Quicken spell.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2 attacks for me.
No. I take that back. 1 of them, twin spell.
Sure. Roll 2 attacks for me.
That's a 27 and unnatural 20.
Yoinks.
Yeah, both of them hit. Roll what type of damage it is real quick for me. Or tell me what type of damage.
Chromatic orb. Fire. Fire seemed to work earlier. So.
Fire. Yeah, you blast 2 of them. You take one of them down, and then you see Hans come and finish off the other one. Now there's this kind of heavy fog in the area. It's this blue and misty white from the condensation of the cold versus the fire, and then also this blue mist.
Got it. So they're all gone?
For now, it seems.
That wasn't so hard, now was it?
Oh, roll another d10 for me.
9.
9, you're fine. Okay, what are you guys doing? Hans goes, I can only do the dog thing one more time. What are we planning on doing?
Once more unto the breach, I suppose. Nimbus. We're going into the hole.
Okay. Yeah, you are you going like down into the ravine?
Yeah. That's the plan.
Okay. Are you trying to get everybody onto Nimbus, or Cash, do you have something else you want to do?
I think I have slow fall.
It works for a certain distance. Let me double check here.
It's 60 feet.
No, it's a certain like you get to reduce
falling
the
damage by
damage.
60. Yeah, it reduces falling damage by 60. So I'm gonna try to climb down.
Okay, make an athletics check for me.
16.
16. Yeah, you managed to. It's taking yourself a little bit of time, but you managed to eventually scale your way down this ravine, and then just let go and jump the rest of the way. You see Hans sort of do the same thing, except for he lets go and then catches a few rocks, and then lets go and then does another. Like he's using a more acrobatic approach to it. But you all eventually make your way down to the bottom of this ravine. What are you doing? It's still fairly dark. You don't hear anything at the moment.
Following the ravine downstream.
Okay. Yeah, there is this dark, gross smelling, you think maybe probably sewage.
Nice.
River-esque thing. You continue going down this ravine. And are you guys being stealthy or just going down normally?
I think we try stealthily.
Yeah.
All right, make stealth checks for me.
5.
11.
Cool.
No.
Not being very stealthy at all. Well, you guys think you're being very stealthy. You guys continue going.
Sloshing through the sewage.
Yeah, it's not a great look, and you guys are very tired. You guys have been going at this for a few hours now. Eventually, you do hear the sounds of, like, skittering, and you hear, like, a rummaging, and you also hear excavating? The sounds of machinery up ahead, as you hear just the sounds of things going up ahead, and you guys walk out into this opening that the narrow ravine kind of opens up a little bit wider, and you see a lot of the machinery just digging on its own, clearing out areas, knocking down stones. You see about a dozen of those bullets digging and biting into things, coming out of tunnels, then going up and making new tunnels. And you see, kind of looking over all of this, a hunched over figure with the stone on his back. And you guys peer over and around the corner, and as you do, he turns quickly and goes, You all have been making a mess for me. Attack them!
Max, I'm gonna need you to stop being such an underminer, okay?
You see more of those bullets now popping out of the ground. Wes, make a perception check for me. Cash, you too, actually. You might be able to see this as well.
Okay.
15.
15?
7.
7. Cash, you don't see this. Wes, you actually see, and it's like a very faint thing, and it just happens fairly quickly. You see the ground pucker up and explode out, and then you see like mist form, and then the bullet is there.
It's manifesting.
Yeah, they begin rushing towards you guys. What are you doing?
I am not even going to worry about the bullets. I'm going straight for the mole man.
Okay. You begin dashing towards the mole man. Wes, what are you doing?
I'm following Cash. Cash, clear me a path. I think I can break this.
Yep.
Okay. You see Hans dashing behind you guys, covering your backs, taking out bullets. Both of you make dexterity saving throws, though.
10.
26.
Cash, you manage to palm and do a quick flip over one of the bullets as it bounds out of the ground and strikes up in the air where you were. Wes, you weren't so lucky. 2 of the bullets snap onto either side of you and tear at you. You take minus 2
Can
body
I use shield? I have the spell shield, and I feel like it's pretty useless in this new game, but like, where does it... I don't know.
You can... What did you roll?
A 10. Like,
10?
what?
Unfortunately, shield wouldn't necessarily help you in this instance. It would just add 5 to your dexterity saving throw, essentially, for this instance.
Got it.
So you still would take minus 2 body, as if it were rolling above your shield. So 2 of them bite into you, but Cash manages to palm them off and break their grapple against you guys. You guys are fairly close to the mole man. What are you planning on doing?
How far is the rat man away from me?
He is about 30 feet at this point.
Fantastic. I can go 40. I'm going to get up to him and just go Chuck Norris on his ass.
Okay, you're going to try to fight him?
I'm going to beat the ever-loving fuck out of this man.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack on him.
Non-lethally, but like I'm going to make this man hurt. Yes, I am. Okay, that is a 19.
19? Yeah, you manage to strike into him. You begin pummeling into him, and he kind of lets he takes 2 of his, like, mole-like claws and rakes them down your body, and you take a minus 1 body, and he rolls away, and he commands 2 more bullets to strike up. You can go ahead and roll a sentinel attack to see if you hit.
That is 15. 10 plus 5.
15. Unfortunately, you try to strike at him, but he's moving a little bit faster than you expected.
10 plus 7. 17.
Still doesn't hit. You move
Okay.
to strike at him, but he manages to roll out of the way, and 2 more bullets come and stand in your way. Wes, what are you doing?
I step up to him. Am I within 30 feet?
You have to move to him, but you can.
Yeah, I moved in 30 feet, and I cast 6th level Dispel Magic.
On him?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me.
So 13 plus 5, 18.
You cast Dispel Magic on him. Nothing seems to happen. Roll a d10 for me,
Wild magic reroll?
if you want to.
I mean, yeah. Oh, shit. 18 plus 5, 23.
Still doesn't seem to work.
What the
What
fuck?
is going on?
But actually, as you cast Dispel Magic on him, you do see that blue stone on his back begin to glow bright.
Get that thing off of him.
Cool.
Roll a d10 for me for Wild Magic.
I just did 8.
8? Okay, yeah, you're fine. Do you see Hans beginning to struggle a bit as more bullets are kind of forming around you all? And all of you make perception checks for me, too, as you look into this area.
That's a natural 20.
Okay?
That's a 9.
9. Wes, you're trying to figure out how to get this guy to... You're trying to figure out how to dispel whatever magic is taking over this situation. Cash, you notice that with the digging equipment, you also see lots of crates, and on them are like these wrapped bundles of plastic, and you recognize them as different explosive devices.
Explosives.
Cash, you're up. What are you doing?
He's gonna blow this place, and I'm gonna try to get to him again. I want to rip that thing off of his body.
You're trying to rip it from him?
I'm going to try to get that stone out of him.
Okay. If you're just trying to take the stone from him, go ahead and make an athletics check.
6. Okay, that is 18.
18. You try to pull it from him, but whatever he has it like wrapped around or whatever he has it like in, it's just not coming. So you try to rip it from him and he just claws you again and you take -1 body.
All right, I am now at 1 body, so I'm going to...
All right. So you can either take an infliction and gain a growth point or take a penalty or vice versa.
I am going to take Scarred.
Penalty or... Okay.
The Scarred is a disadvantage on persuasion, and I'm going to pick deception, but advantage on intimidation.
Okay, cool. And you get a growth point for that. You see the mole man rake a claw down Cash's face, and you see Cash recoil in pain as there's just like a bloody slash going across of his face now.
Shit.
Wes, what are you doing?
What's Hans doing?
Hans is just trying to fight off the bullets that are now just surrounding you guys.
Alright, I'm gonna take aim at the rock on his back, 5th level chromatic orb.
Okay, what damage type?
Fire.
Oh.
No. Thunder.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
19.
19. That just barely hits.
10 plus 9, baby.
You see the thunderous force that you conjured blast out at it, and I actually do need you to go ahead and roll damage for me. This is one of the rare moments where...
Okay, 5th level damage is... I'm just going to roll this online because I don't have all my dice.
Yeah, roll damage, and then you also need to roll 2d10 for me.
You had to go for the moneymaker, didn't you?
That's 40 points of thunder damage.
Oh my god!
40 points. You blast this thing, and you see, like, there's this weird bending of space and time, and you see half of the bullets just disappear into this blue mist. He still has it on him, but you see him struggling, and you see him thrashing around right now. Roll 2d10 for me.
64.
64. Yikes. You see, after Wes casts this, you see the entire area get obfuscated by this blue mist from all of the bullets disappearing, and then you see a mist come off of Wes, and there's a fog cloud now centered around the area.
Oh, great, so it's dark and foggy.
It's dark and foggy. Real hard to see.
Nice.
You see Hans kind of recovering and beginning to slash out at some of the remaining bullets. Cash, what are you doing?
I'm gonna make another attempt to get get the stone off of this guy.
At the moment, you can't really see him.
Then what I'm gonna do is I am going to head where I think he was last, and I'm gonna try to leg sweep him. Just taking my staff
go ahead
and
and make
going
an
in a
attack
circle.
with disadvantage.
That's so fucking tasty. 13 plus That's a mod 20.
Unfortunately, that doesn't hit. You try to sweep where he was, but he's rolled out of the way, and you try to strike a few more times, but you can't seem to find where he is. And yep, you try to strike at him, but he's not anywhere where you think he could be. Wes, you're up.
I'm going to bonus action disengage as well.
Okay, cool. It does. So I think this is supposed to be a positive one on the wild magic table because it's concentration. So you can drop the concentration, I think, if you want to on the fog cloud.
Yeah, if I can drop it, then I just do it. Yeah,
because otherwise it would last an hour. And
yeah,
I don't know
I'm just gonna.
That makes
yeah.
sense. Okay, yeah, you drop concentration on the fog cloud. What are you doing? You see him now, kind of on his hands and knees.
I'm
kind of hissing out and somewhat like you see Cash beginning to dash away. What are you doing?
Would I know if this is a curse effect?
Roll a...
Would I know what kind of effect this is? Like, if there's a better spell than Dispel Magic, like, would I know that?
Roll an Arcana check?
Really good. 23.
23. Let me just double check, because I think I know what this is, but...
You're like that big, juicy Arcana.
It's not necessarily a possession, but it seems to be some sort of control over him. It's not a curse, you know that.
So, okay. In which case?
But it does seem to have some sort of will. It is his will that you can tell. So, take that how you will.
You said it's a possession, sort of, then. Yes?
It seems sort of like it.
Okay, then I'm gonna use my limited wish ability.
Okay.
To cast Dispel Evil and Good.
Okay. Yes.
I get to roll that bad wild magic table, baby.
What do you say story-wise out to this guy to break this enchantment?
Max, your wife's at home. She misses you. I need you to break free of this. This isn't you, this is the stone. The stone is controlling you.
Say that, and as that happens, you see the blue light on the orb just flicker for just a moment, like someone turning on and off a light switch, and it falls from him. And you see all of the bullets and everything just stop. You see all the machinery stop. You see everything just kind of go up in a flash of blue mist. And go ahead and roll 2d10 for me.
I hope I die.
If he dies.
82.
82?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm very excited.
I don't need to tell you this yet. Wow. That's interesting. Okay. Interesting. The orb falls from him.
Keep saying that.
And Wes, make a wisdom saving throw.
Not good. 9.
Yikes.
Cash, what do you do immediately after this? You see Hans on the ground. He's like clutching his leg as he's bleeding pretty badly from it. He seemed to have taken like a lot of damage from this. And I'm
going to grab him and cast and use healing hands.
Okay, you rush over to Hans and you begin like putting your hands on him and kind of healing him up a bit. And he's like breathing, relaxes, and he goes, "Thanks."
Son of a bitch, Greta's gonna kill me.
She's gonna kill me first. And you see Wes slowly walk over to the orb. And Wes, you reach out your hand and grab it. And this is where the bad wild magic roll comes in, and I think the rest of this comes in. Your hand is stuck to the orb. Roll a d4
Wes?
for me.
Wait. Hold up. Is something controlling me to pick up the orb? Because otherwise I would not do that.
Yes, something is. Yes, something is controlling you to
Enthralled
pick
by
up
the
the orb.
stone.
Okay.
Yes. Roll a d4
I mean,
for
that's
me.
fine. I'll just roll with that. 3.
3. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. Your mind almost like blanks for just a moment, and you reach down and pick up this orb, and you don't like realize why you're doing this. and you try to like drop the orb instinctively, but it's stuck to your hand. And this is where the bad wild magic roll comes in. The next thing you touch is stuck to your hand for the next 1d4 hours.
Oof.
But you feel like you try to instinctively drop it, and you feel like this pulling sensation coming from it. And there's something inside of it that's calling to you. And it's something you've wanted for forever. I need you to roll a d20 and add your charisma modifier.
Oh, 16.
I need to do some math really quick.
560 damage. Wes is dead.
No, let's get Jesse in
us
here.
with us, or
Yeah.
just
Jesse,
Oh boy.
you begin returning back to the PETA base, and you are still with your crew, still kind of debriefing and going over your notes, and they're still scanning these tunnels to try to figure out where this vault could have gone. And Cash, you first. You see Wes pick up the orb and begin staring into it, and there's a bright blue flash, and this huge radial dome comes off of it and encapsulates you. Julie,
Oh boy.
you feel the earth beneath you begin to shake, and your person with the scanners and the readers just begin blaring and going off like crazy, and you see like this blue glow on the horizon, and as it increases, it grows bigger and bigger and bigger and encapsulates you. And there's a flash.